My dear children, myself Mr. Pranay Vidyut representing Team Masterminds. Again I'm back, of course, to share the same secret, that is the day before examination strategy with respect to the subject advanced accounting. You might think every time, sir, what is so secret in that you will be sharing just which topics are more prioritized, right? Of course, yes, but this time we are coming up with a new research also in order to make your preparation better, in order to make you to get a bit more confidence. And also, a disclaimer is all about this is not the finality, this is our expectation, and anything might happen in CA inter examination. Anyways, let me show you the secret. Of course, this is an open secret, everybody knows that one, but let me start. The day before examination strategy with respect to the subject advanced accounting. And now, what are the first priority topics that you need to concentrate? The first one is buyback of securities, wherein you have to concentrate with something called tests for buyback. And the next one, preparation of financial statements. Of course, if he has tested the question in the examination, then it is on a comprehensive thing, that is balance sheet and P&L account. He is going to test the same in a very comprehensive way. And moving on to the next thing, cash flow statement, and we are expecting that he might test the same for 7 marks. And of course, the first pick to the examiner with respect to this topic is indirect method. And if it is missed, then he is going to ask from the direct method. But to that extent, just indirect method could be the first pick. And the next one, of course, amalgamation and consolidation. And coming to amalgamation, be concentrate on amalgamation in the nature of purchase. If it is missed, then he is going to ask the amalgamation in the nature of merger. But to all the students, my sincere and humble request is all about, please prepare PC from every question whichever is available to you. Prepare PC in every question whichever is available to you. It might be the illustration, RTP problem, MTP problem, masterminds material, assignment problems, CRD problems. Prepare PC from every question, because PC is going to decide. And the next one is all about consolidation, like concentrate, of course, on consolidated balance sheet. And then also we are expecting this time he might ask a question on uniformity on accounting policies. And negative minority interest, concentrate. And if all these things were missed, then he is going to ask a question from consolidated P&L account. But it is the last pick to the examiner for this attempt. And please don't be in a wrong notion that I can take either of these chapters as choice, because generally students are of notion that amalgamation is going to be given in the examination, consolidation is going to be given in the examination. So let me prepare one topic very hardly and let me leave one entire topic for choice. But this is always the wrongest strategy that you have done. Reason being, examiner is going to make one question very easy and one question very lengthy from either of the topics. One question very easy, one question very tough. But what is that from which it is going to be lengthy, from which topic it is going to be tough, we are unable to guess. So be careful, my dear children, never leave any of these topics as choice. And this time we are actually expecting a question from internal reconstruction. And my dear children, if at all examiner would like to lock you, then share surrendered is going to be the first pick. He can lock you by giving share surrendered concept. And expecting another 4 marks question from branches. This time expecting a question from dependent branches under stock and debtors method. If missed foreign branches, either integral or non-integral. If missed independent branches, and if at all he is choosing to give a question from independent branches, we are actually expecting a question on reconciliation. Of course, incorporation, no need to give priority. We are so feeling that incorporation is not needed for the examination and hence kept it under third priority list. And of course, in the entire CA inter attempt or even old CA inter scheme also, he did not ask a question from incorporation. And one more thing, my dear children, this is going to be actually a tough and typical topic to majority of the students. And hence prepare this concept only when you have done with every chapter and every standard. And coming to the next one, investment accounts. This time we are actually expecting a problem on investment accounts from 4 to 7 marks. And remember, my dear children, this chapter is having such a kind of potential, even an examiner can test 14 marks from this chapter. So be careful. And coming to the next one, standards list. Actually, we are expecting at least one question in compulsory question from any of these standards. Of course, we are not announcing it will happen for sure. We are expecting, it's a disclaimer that it may not happen. But AS4, concentrate on provisions and application. AS5, simple standard. AS7, concentrate on problematic and also special provision like provision for loss and combining and segmenting concept. And coming to AS9, concentrate on sale of goods. This time we are actually expecting a question from AS9, a comprehensive question. And comprehensive question are actually mean is all about he is going to club multiple provisions of the standards and he is going to ask a question. That is what our mean is all about. And the next one is all about AS11. If asked, we are expecting a question either from hedging or speculation. If not, of course, foreign currency transactions or paragraph number 46A. And AS12, concentrate on the accounting treatment. AS18, concentrate on the provisions, especially the disclosure requirements. And AS28, I might ask a question. Of course, he had already asked a question in the recent attempts itself, but somehow expecting once again, that's it. And of course, the next one, which is very, very important, framework. Always institute is going to test at least one 5 marks question on the topic, something called framework. And my dear children, this time we are expecting a question even from applicability of accounting standard instead of framework. Generally, institute is testing a question on framework, but this time you're expecting applicability on accounting standard question also, like a practical case scenario based, because there was an amendment. I mean to tell something like, what is this called? Non-corporate entities are classified into large scale entities and MSME entities instead of making them level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Of course, not high chances, less chances to ask, because since this is new amendment, he might test you in the next attempt actually. But don't take risk, just study that. And coming to the next one, second priority list. The standards are all about accounting standard number 10, which is very, very lengthy, and accounting standard number 15. Just concentrate on the illustrations which were given in the institute material. That's like highly enough. And moving on to the next thing, A16, concentrate on the qualifying asset, like how much expenditure has to be capitalized on the qualifying asset. If that model is missed, he is going to ask the apportionment. Bulky amount was taken and some amount was spent for qualifying asset, some not for qualifying asset. So how much amount has to be capitalized? That is going to be the question from AS16. AS17, of course, test for reportable segment. AS19, whether the lease constitutes a finance lease or operating lease. That could be your preference. And also one more topic, sale and lease back, provided if the lease is operating lease. Even concentrate on that area also. And coming to AS20, concentrate on rights issue and adjusted EPS. And AS22, please don't leave the concepts like MAT and tax holiday. Of course, regularized, channelized concepts are also very, very important. And AS26 and AS10, of course, similar, concentrate on those two standards. And the next one, introduction to accounting standards. Other than framework and applicability, you're having some more provisions, right? And those are nothing but introduction to accounting standards. If the first pick is like framework, if not applicability of accounting standards, even if that is also missed, he is going to ask a basic theory question from introduction to accounting standards. And coming to third priority, as we already said, independent branches incorporation. And the next one, some other standards like AS1, AS2, 24, 25 and 29. And you might ask me, sir, what is so special in this? Every time you will be giving the same every time you will be giving the priority list, of course the standards will be modified, and of course this is a strategy and this is a secret, but open secret, and everybody will be telling you. Any other faculty, any other institution are going to telling you, but the actual secret what we have worked out is on the question wise analysis. To all my dear children, one very important thing, that this is not the final blueprint. This is an expected blueprint that you're going to get questions like this. Question number 1, from multiple accounting standards, more prioritized we are expecting is 4 or 5 or 9 or 11 or 12 or 18. At least we are expecting one question amongst these standards. If not, some of the standards list was given here, expecting at least one question from that. And if not, we are very sorry for that. This is our expectation basing on the past trends. You remember one thing, that past trends will not work out, especially in CA. Why CA inter examinations are outstanding at the national level? The reason is only one thing, that they are not having a simple or single pattern. Every time the pattern is going to be changed. So be careful. This is our expectation. That's it. And coming to the next one, that is all about internal reconstruction. If a question on internal reconstruction is missed, then he is going to test you from company final accounts. And the next is all about accounting standard. One question from the accounting standards, an indirect method of cash flow. If that is missed, then buyback. Test for buyback. I mean, like maximum number of shares that could be bought back. If not, from investment accounts, he might test a problematic part, this time for 7 or 4 marks. And the next one is all about amalgamation and consolidation. Of course, everybody knows one question will be from amalgamation and one question from the consolidation also. Amalgamation in the nature of purchase we are expecting, and this time PC is going to be easy, we are expecting, and of course on net assets basis. And the next one is all about consolidation. We are expecting a question on consolidated balance sheet. If that is missed, expecting on uniformity on accounting policies. If that is missed, negative minority interest, and accompanied with any small question. And last and final, that is like question number 6, which is all about an accounting standard, one question and one question from branch. And as I have already said you, the priority of branch. And the next one is company final accounts. If missed, buyback. If missed, cash flow. If missed, investment account. My dear children, this may be very short and very simple, but to tell you this, we have done a lots and lots of research, and behind this we have also delivering the same with confident. Let's see what is going to happen. And my dear children, all the best from the entire team Masterminds. To tell you some things, point number 1, accounts is the first examination, advanced accounting is the first examination ever, and take more care, my dear children, because the impact on this examination is going to be carried on the other examinations also. Generally, it is so simple to tell, never carry on the impact of the previous examination, but implementation is not that easy. And moving on to the next thing, this is the first ever examination, and remember, time management is very much important. And of course, your paper is going to be very, very lengthy. And my dear children, all the best for your examination, expecting that you are going to make wonders in your examination. All the best. Thank you.